You can't really have enchiladas without Spanish rice. You take 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of salsa, 2 cups of water, mix it all together and put it in the oven for about 30 minutes covered, and you have Spanish rice. And also this dish is very, very healthy. It's got black beans in it, so that adds a lot of protein as well as fiber. There's corn. You can put as much or as little fat in this dish as you want. When we get ready to make the tortillas, I'm not gonna do it the traditional way that I was taught to do it, where you get the pan going with the oil and you slide the tortilla in, you let it get all nice and good in the grease. We're gonna put it in the microwave, so that cuts out some of the fat. We're gonna use 2 green onions. When you do use fresh vegetables, especially stuff like spinach or arugula or anything like that, you wanna make sure that you cook it out because it has a lot of liquid in it. It's about 80% water, spinach is, so you wanna make sure you get rid of that so your enchiladas are not soggy. So now the spinach is nice and sauteed, and I did add a little bit of salt in there. I like everything seasoned. Put 1 4-ounce can of green chilies in there, a 1/2 cup of corn, black beans, a 1/2 cup. And now we're gonna add our spinach and our green onions that we just sauteed. And we're gonna grate the entire zucchini. So now we're gonna put cumin in there. We're gonna put 1/2 teaspoon, a teaspoon of salt. Since these are all fresh vegetables, they have no seasoning on them whatsoever. 1 teaspoon of garlic. I'm actually gonna make that a heaping teaspoon of garlic. Okay, so now we're gonna give this a little bit of a stir. Now we're gonna put some green enchilada sauce in here. And I prefer green with this. You can use red if you like the way red tastes. The only difference in red and green is one is made with tomatoes. The red is made with tomatoes and it's a little bit spicier usually than the green. And the green is made with tomatillos and green chilies usually. And we're gonna put a 1/4 cup of cilantro as well. If you prefer, you can do it in your food processor, but again, that's one more dish you have to clean. This dish, you don't have to, it's not anything fancy at all, so you just kind of rough chop it. Now, I always prefer to use fresh vegetables as well, because pretty much if you start with good ingredients, you're gonna wind up with a good quality dish. All right, and we're gonna give it a stir. And we wanna keep the tortillas, since they are not fried, they are warmed in the microwave. We want to keep the other ones under a towel so they stay warm, because then if they don't, the tortillas will tear and not be pliable for you to roll. And we're just kind of going to eyeball here the amount of filling. Spinach, black beans, corn, fresh cilantro. I really like Monterey Jack cheese too. So we're going to sprinkle that on top. And then we're going to put these in the oven uncovered for about 15 to 20 minutes, just until the cheese is melted and everything is hot inside.